Alright, so this is a video response for the Time for School video that we had to watch. And as I was watching it, there were a lot of things that occurred to me. And one of the things that really stuck out was how desperately these kids want to go to school. And they don't have the opportunity because it's not something that is required like it is in the US. And a lot of times we complain and you think, wow, well, I have to go to school. This is so terrible. And you complain about your classes, and you complain about your teachers, and you complain about all these things. And really, we are really lucky to have a government that has instituted that a system where we are required to go to school for 12 years, 13 really. And these kids that are so eager to learn and to be a part of the school system don't have that opportunity because it's not required. There's there's one of the kids who wants to be an engineer but can't necessarily do it because of the lack of schooling opportunities that she has. She's required to learn all these things, and we're also really lucky that we don't have to learn religion in school. And yes, the people in Afghanistan have a religion that is pretty widespread across their country. It is really their national religion, but we have religious freedom and we don't have to learn in school like, hey, this is what you should be thinking about religion. That's something that we really are blessed to have. And then there's the girl who so badly wants to go to school, but she only got 2-3 years of schooling. I think 2, 3, 4, something like that, something very minimal, and now she's forced to learn how to be a wife, and at such a young age she's focused on getting married, and that's her next goal in life, and that's all she has to work toward because she can't necessarily go to school. And 4 years of schooling, that's it. We think, oh, that would be great, we're done after 4 years, but we're really not. And we have so many more opportunities because of the required schooling that we have, and then we have education after that. Even with the countries that have instituted programs for schooling, it's not always beneficial to all the children. There are countries where they have school systems and they're open for the children, but they don't have a lot of their kids in the country. 2/3 sometimes aren't in school because they can't. Whether it be distance or finances or any of the things that trouble their parents. And so many times the sole focus in these families is that the kids have to prepare themselves to have a family and to support themselves because they don't have the opportunities that we do. And a lot of this is comparing it to the school system that we have, but looking at it from the side of things and seeing how much they lack. The qualified teachers, just so many different things. We don't have as many opportunities as us, and it's sad because they could do great things. And it's so much of it, they try so hard, but they just can't. There was one of the little boys who studied so hard and was so determined to graduate his class. He had been studying with them for so long, but because of his age, he couldn't move on. So, how does that hold him back? If he goes back to school, that's a huge if because there's nothing saying that he will. He has to go with younger kids, and he has to relearn things, and he has to restudy. And in a society where they place so much emphasis on working and being independent, what are the chances that he's actually go back to school? And that's one of the things that I was wondering. These kids that don't have the opportunity to go to school full time, to have that be their primary responsibility as a child, how many of them are actually going to have a chance to go back to school? they have a few years of schooling, but that's not enough. That's not enough to make them productive in society. Say they want to get out of their country, there's nothing saying that they're going to be successful because they don't have any school. And anywhere else, there's so many countries that have to have at least some education, a minimal education, and they don't necessarily have that opportunity. And it's just really interesting to see how much it differs from Japan to India to Afghanistan to here. There's so many opportunities that we have, and even opportunities that Japan has, being one of the having so many children in school. But it's all different. They're not equal opportunities, and that's something that we should be working on, because you can't help where you're born. You can't help what circumstances you're born into, but you should have an equal opportunity, just like everyone else, to receive an education and to know that if you decide to go on somewhere else in life, whether it be in your home country, a different part of your home country, or to go foreign, to go somewhere else, that you should have an equal opportunity to support yourself and to establish yourself as a high functioning member of society. Those are kind of the thoughts that I had when I was watching the video. So